Hey guys, it's me, Nigel AJ Shiro. So, before we start this game, I just have a few things to say. It's school year is over for me, well, for this year, and yeah, I'll be back in a couple of months, but I think it's been a month since I played this game, so I'm not really sure where we are. Are we in this one? Is this the last whatchamacallit? The last I can't the last class trial, yeah, class trial. So yeah, I think it's been a month. Yeah, well, I'll be posting this in probably the next day after I post the rest of the stuff. But as I'm playing this, it's been a month since I've recorded the video before this, so I can't really. But I think it's 2 months actually. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, a month and a half. I don't know. But yeah, it'll be a month since I've recorded the last video, so I probably can't really remember stuff. I know it's this one because it says 5 in the center. May, yeah, it's May because it's June today. This was during April, May, yep. So yeah, anyways, I don't think I'm gonna bother editing most of these videos and stuff, so sorry about that. I'm just lazy, seriously lazy. But yeah, there's also some Roblox videos upcoming, which I'm editing because that's the only thing I'm willing to edit. But yeah, anyways, let's get right into this. But yeah, guys, school is over. There's no one here. I'm doing whatever I want. Oh, it's blocked. Wait. I started making my way towards the opening. Is this the class trial? What are we trying to find? Are we trying to bust the Mastermind this time? Yeah, I think we are. Step after step toward the gaping maw. I'd resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. Wait. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. 246. Without warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper. Deeper, deeper, deeper still. Deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. Oh my gosh. Deeper and deeper it fell. I closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sound, too, disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. I'm pretty sure there was 5 people with you, but yeah. Whatever you say, Nike. What could have been seconds or centuries later? I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. Oh, that's loud. This is the final trial site. It looks different. Have there always been TVs around the class trial room? Or the courtroom? I don't think there was any. What do you think? Isn't it just perfect background for deciding a person's fate? Is the long-awaited last stage the always exciting final boss battle? I'm gonna send And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll sit right here at the vacant 16th seat. Huh.
Chills, chills, kills!
Well then, let's begin. Okay. Sure. We don't have much skills, do we? We have like 3. 4. Wow. We just suck. I think I just suck. Okay. I'm gonna have to review the truth bullets, because like I don't remember. Due to the explosion, the victims... Oh, right, Mokuro Kasaba, now I remember. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Do we really need that? The Monokuma room in the data center opened to reveal a small room used to command Monokuma. This is where the Mastermind had been issuing commands to a Earth-signed robot. Top. Is a top. The tarp found in the garden had played a part in Mokuro's murder. Biolab had been stamped into one corner of the tarp. The same kind of tarp was found in the biolab, so there's no doubt that this tarp came from there. According to the headmaster's report, Mokuro did not have a single scar or wound when she came to Hope's Peak Academy. In addition, her physical features were as follows. 31, 22, 32, 5 foot, 7 inches. I don't think we need that. Kyoko has confirmed that the corpse matches these characteristics. I'm just looking at it. The phrase "the ultimate despair" doesn't refer to a single individual, but like-minded group of people. 1 year ago, that group brought the single worst event in human history. They are motivated only by the despair, making them some of the most despicable people to ever live. You know, I've always read despicable as discapable. I don't know why. There was a brightly colored box sitting in the headmaster's sitting room. Inside the box were human bones, the last remains of the headmaster. RIP. Kyoko's dad. In his hidden room, the headmaster kept a photo of him and a young Kyoko together. In the photo, they are both smiling. An emergency handbook was found in the headmaster's sitting room. This handbook apparently has no restrictions and was given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. So he can just snoop around anyone's locker and whatever he wants, or wherever he wants. The notebook was found in the locker on the second floor of the dorms. Yasuhiro's name was written on the inside and has notes for a number of different classes. The pocketbook was found in the locker room on the second floor of the dorms, and based on what was written inside is believed to be Kyoko's. There's some kind of message scrolled on the last page of the pocketbook. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. What is this? Haiku? I don't think it's a haiku, never mind. The biolab on the 5th floor seems to have been repurposed as a morgue. A corpse fridge has been installed in the biolab. It seems that a blue light comes on to indicate slot is occupied. The number of blue lights counting the slot with Mukuro's body inside comes to a total of 9. Which is wrong because there should be 10. The photo depicts all the Hope's Peak students wearing matching uniforms. Worth noting is that Mukuro is pictured while Makoto is not. Could that mean all the others are working together somehow? Really? It would seem that while Toko and Genocide Jack share certain fundamental knowledge, their individual memories are separate. Kyoko attests that both the stab wound and the blow to the head were inflicted after death. The DVD Kyo found contained interviews between the headmaster and all Hope's Peak students. Makoto, however, had no memory of such an interview. Thanks to Monokuma's interference, Makoto wasn't able to watch the DVD all the way through. Okay, we're done.
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule.
Uh-oh.
So listen up. If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school,
Yeah.
you guys win. But
Yeah.
if you can't,
I think that was
I win.
the general rule.
And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment!
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Well, he's twisted, so probably.
Sure will.
Yeah.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not. Bears never go back on their word.
Because bears never even talk in the first place.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Whoa, getting serious, are we?
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is
I know,
the
right?
Mastermind only one person?
Hmm?
Don't bother. I already know the answer.
Oh, please.
You're all the Mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me.
Why would we want to get you? You're literally worth nothing.
I'm right, aren't I? I knew it.
You're worth absolutely nothing.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it. I have evidence of my own.
Mm-hmm.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present.
Wow, even
Evidence that
you?
proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How
Yes,
could
it
the
doesn't.
three of us each have that kind of evidence?
No, that's wrong.
My screen's lagging.
It's not just you three. I have evidence too.
Oh, and he joins the thing too.
You too?
The
Well, this is
evidence
great.
you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine's different. With the picture you have, I'm in it. But that can't be right. Because in my picture... See? I'm the only one not in it.
Uh-huh. Oh, wait. Darn it. I figure as much, in which case...
Hero, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
No. I don't think it is. Oh, wait, maybe it is. This one too, it's just like I thought. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm just looking at the picture. Leon looks like, yeah. Giri looks bored over there in like the right corner. Mundo's just sleeping over there. Are those donuts? Hey, Hifumi's camera. Why is Junko facing that way?
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
There was a secret in there?
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
Is this guy not updated?
But you're in my picture.
Exactly.
You're the ones trying to trick me.
Oh my gosh, this too.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other.
Sure. Can't call it
The
that.
Mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Huh? I laid a trap? A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
The proof I need to reveal Monokuma's trap. Each photo has a certain something in common. What is it? There's a connection regarding what person isn't shown in the group photos. And that person is...
I got it! In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing.
Yep.
In the picture he
Oh,
got,
okay, stop.
she's the only one missing.
Yeah, why is Celeste so far over there at the back? Sakura's like, oh, Naigi, you better watch out, dude. You better watch out. She's gonna trample you. Celeste never wears a uniform, does she? She never wears a
The picture
uniform.
Hero got, he's the only one missing.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
Yeah.
Saw our picture. You just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Yes.
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
I think the hint he was talking about goes much deeper than that. But you know, there might be more to this than just Monokuma trying to confuse us. Yes, I noticed. There's something else that bothers me about everyone's pictures. What is it? What's digging at me?
Listen, can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
No, I already saw it, dude, so...
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'm sure there's something unusual about these group photos. Yes, there is actually. What is it? I need to compare each of them one more time. Well, one unusual thing is the fact that Celeste never wears the freaking school uniform. But let's not go. Let's not get into that. How the frick is there a fish in the pool? Look at how big that fish is. The heck? Hina's picture. That was Byakuya's picture earlier? Okay. Hero's picture. And mine. There's something strange about all of them, something I can't quite pin down. I've seen it. Something. Group photo has been updated in the first bullet section of your handbook. I know what that strange thing is. Are you
Trying to
curious?
trick me with such an obviously fake photo. I'm still pissed about that.
Is it really fake?
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
I mean, we all have like devices today, Photoshop and or like apps or softwares that we can use to like tinker with photos, like Photoshop and stuff. But yeah, even if that's the thing, if they fake those photos, would they really look that realistic? I mean, this is an anime, so I'm not sure. I don't know.
So you think they're fake? No. I assure you, they're quite real.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah, I don't remember ever taking a picture like that. So it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong, I don't remember taking this picture either. But
What about the interview?
is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
Wow, she was quiet this whole time, and she's like, well, what do you mean? The reason I don't remember this picture isn't necessarily because it's fake. Or maybe because you just have Alzheimer's disease. No, I'm just kidding. There might be some other reason. Some terrible reason. An unbelievable but entirely horrifying reason. Are you saying what I think you're saying? Hangman's Gambit. Yeah, pretty much. Give me an A. N. Give me an E. An S. And give me an I. An A, actually.
Now I understand.
How do we die? We lost like 2 hearts. How? I need to
Let's
know
say
how we
that
lost 2
somehow
hearts.
We'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Sure.
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo.
He's gonna change moves in like 2 seconds.
As if. You
Yeah.
expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
You're in on the cult. How can you not believe that?
We all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
It's only natural that they wouldn't believe it. But no matter how much they refuse, if that's the absolute truth, they have no choice. We can't move forward until they accept it. And there's another way to prove it besides those pictures. There's a DVD. Interview. Why do we need a truth bullet for this? Can we just... Ah, man.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since
Sure.
when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise
Since
you,
this
I
game
haven't
was
lost my
created.
memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
So the idea that we all lost our memories.
It's totally stupid, obviously.
Right. There must be more evidence in those pictures that we all lost our memories.
You're saying we all got... Since when did this turn...
I promise you, ever since I remember everything that's happened.
No, it's wrong. Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss.
Yeah.
This DVD does the same thing.
Yeah.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
Shoot, I'm sleepy. Why do you always think that?
It's nothing like that.
I slept like 2 in the morning yesterday.
Being interviewed by the Hopes Peak Academy headmaster.
I'm sleepy.
When you say all of us, you mean
All of us, even the dead
All
people.
of us, including you.
you
And the
lied?
and the dead
I never
people.
did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have those huge screens.
The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember.
Yes, it is.
You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Just accept it and
we
move
don't
on.
have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
At least somebody's making sense.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here.
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right?
Mm-hmm.
What were the interviews about?
Dedicating your whole life
Headmaster
into the
sat
school.
each of us down,
No, I'm just kidding.
one at a time, and asked us the same question.
To leave your whole life in the school.
He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
Yep.
We'd say no, obviously.
No, you said yep.
Actually, we all said we could.
Crazy teenagers.
Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at the school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
Who
I don't
knows?
know. I don't remember a thing.
No, he
The
snapped.
same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers.
Not even
You
she
don't remember
remembers.
choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not.
Yes, it
Even
does.
if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever?
Yay, don't you think?
That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
Yeah, pretty
You
much.
sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
Oh my
I know
gosh.
it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Right or left or straight?
Really?
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
The way you say it,
This is all
it's not convincing.
making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, your amnesia.
How could someone just steal our memories?
How? Come, that hardly matters right now.
I don't know.
If it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains?
This bear is twisted by a lot of them.
Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
You just don't want to reveal your tricks, huh?
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
Sure.
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Now you think that's the death school life you have right now?
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
The original
You
motive.
mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does. But that part's still a secret.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Just trying to change the subject.
So you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else?
Yes, right, to state the obvious. So until we do that, well, either way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery. Great, so the one who killed Mukuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose. I'm tired. Why did I do this today again? I don't know.
So who did it? Who killed her?
How should I know?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course.
The bear's
Here
moving.
somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
Because the bear is moving.
Does make me so sure.
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably a million miles away. Because masterminds always lurk off in the background, right?
Oh, people, the bear is here. I'm positive there's somewhere in the school. Otherwise, there's no way they could have controlled that machine.
So who did it?
Whoever did it is the same that much.
When you the mastermind.
Of course, they have to be.
What makes you...
Exactly. You're just the mastermind.
Is probably a million miles.
No, that's wrong. There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
Yes, we did, in fact.
In the back of the data center, I
Data.
found a panel that controls Monokuma.
Dude. People have been telling me to say data, data. So, right now I'm telling you, say data, data.
The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time. So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
Ba ba ba.
Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
I'm sure I told you this already. You mean what he told Makoto and Kyoko. Anyways. The skilling game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Ho's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. I've memorized this line already.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
How'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
Well, it's not me.
I blame
Very
Makoto.
convincing. Very
Why
convincing.
me?
Cuz it's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Oh, I get it. The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
Oh, wow.
Aw, nuts! You got me!
You liar,
Wait.
Bear.
What are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic.
Oh, thank
The
God we have this
mastermind's true
person.
identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point.
Wow,
Rather
you
than
actually
wasting time
agree with
bickering,
her.
we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
None. Literally none.
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Hmm.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that was after she died.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
Mukuro's actual cause of death must have been...
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
That dude's a liar. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
What
Mind
if, when
blown.
we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days.
Makes sense.
If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense. Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
No.
Huh? How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means,
I mean,
you know,
she makes total sense, but like the girl's pretty skilled, like really skilled.
You're wrong.
she denied me before I could even say anything.
Is she a masochist? She's a masochist, isn't she?
Come on. I mean, you think I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
Oh, okay. If you're so sure we're gonna deny you, why bother saying it in the first place? Speak out loud, 90. She needs to hear that.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Are you finished?
Oh.
You didn't deny me this time, Z-Wimsey. You made me go all cutesy.
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
No, those wounds didn't come from the battlefield. One look at what was written about her and that should become clear.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been so obviously. She got all.
No, that's wrong. No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered the school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
Which is surprising.
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing. Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
You're disgusting.
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Wait. Those ones look familiar. Mukuro's fatal injuries been
But if
addressed with
that's
such
what
random.
killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night? Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant.
Yep.
If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her.
But the
So
mastermind.
who was it that attacked you?
To identify the one who attacked me, I can't think of anyone else.
I got it! The one who attacked me was the true mastermind.
You
When we
cheater.
discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
Well, for one, her nails aren't red. Or fake.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in.
Uh-oh.
Let's start off with a nice, easy question.
Sure.
assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption.
Okay.
You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask.
He's gonna point a finger to Kirigiri, isn't he?
The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
The nails. No, there's no way Mukuro is the one that attacked me. Even if I didn't see their face. Mukuro had a very obvious Fenrir tattoo, comparing that to the masked attacker. Well, that too. It should be obvious. Okay.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro
Oh, shoot.
Ikusaba.
Okay.
Wrong. Even without seeing their face, there is another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Yeah.
Oh? And what is this other part?
Oh.
Is it the right hand? Or the left hand? Maybe the right foot? Or perhaps the left foot?
Stop.
Or could it be the hips?
Oh, I hate this guy. Her most noticeable feature. I'm just gonna check the. Yeah. Beauty explosion. Okay. Her most noticeable tattoo that mark a membership from Fenrir. I think that was on her right hand. That tattoo was in a certain easy to spot area.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea. I'm telling you now, it was
You're wrong.
Even there's another part of the. Oh? Is it the or the left?
Maybe the right foot.
So I'm guessing
Or
this.
perhaps, or could it be
The hips.
You never saw, so you can't have.
I'm telling you now, it was
Okay, good.
no, it's wrong.
Good thing I checked the description first.
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me.
There was nothing on there.
And there was no such tattoo.
Yep. The bear's gonna start pointing at
So there's
Kirigiri
no
now.
way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
He's gonna start pointing fingers at Kirigiri now.
Well, okay, you got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, you know, someone else, right?
He's gonna start pointing
Hiro,
fingers.
Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire.
Oh, you shut up.
Yeah, we were in the gym tearing you apart, so it could have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you.
I'm gonna start pointing fingers.
Kyoko. It totally could have been her.
Cause she's wearing the gloves.
Uh-oh. No snappy comeback. Did I score a bullseye?
Oh, I hate you, bear.
If you insist,
But I love you
I
too,
don't
but
mind showing you.
I don't know.
Huh? Show me what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Okay, what's under those gloves, girl? Before anyone could say anything. Kyoko was removing her gloves.
Your hands!
Burn marks. Without thinking, I let out a gasp. It was more than just a little burned skin.
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the Mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Carol seemed to savor the words as she said them. Then she put her gloves back on.
My scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true Mastermind.
I'm gonna kill my little devil.
This is just awful. On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours.
You jerk.
Sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right?
Yeah, jerk.
Corner
I
just
still love you though.
yet. Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
I mean, if you guys look back on the old wounds, don't you think someone's death kind of resembles that? Those wounds, you know? Think back to your memories that you still have. Please. I just want this to be over with.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something,
No, she
are you?
wasn't.
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Wait, but that wouldn't make sense though. Because the person who was stabbed like that wasn't Mukuro. Or was it? Okay, now I'm confused.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
I don't think that was
She
secret.
died. Who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
She could be.
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
Okay.
Then she was being stored somewhere?
Is that even gonna comment about that brain?
To hide a body here. To just store it somewhere?
There's only one place. The Bio Lab. Can't think of anywhere else the body could have been stored.
I got it!
I mean, if they want to store it in the pool, let
Mukuro's
them.
body was probably kept hidden in the bio lab.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
Yes.
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body, and it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
The proof that shows the body was carried from the Bio Lab to the garden. There's something that made its way from the Bio Lab to the garden. I think it's this.
I got it! What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says Biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Because he was paying attention.
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
Ah, you shut up.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a wild guess.
Why are you sweating then?
Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened.
She got you there.
But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
She got you there.
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous.
Oh, snap, dude.
Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Are you talking about unmasking the Mastermind?
Sure.
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
An inconsistency in the biolab? Could you be talking about...
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Oh, so we're resorting into
Oh
this?
well, just ignore him.
I need to pull myself together and think. The inconsistency in the biolab, could you be talking about...
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
Oh, please.
What one thing?
What do you think? I'm talking about your family.
Oh, snap.
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message. So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
I don't think they are.
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Exactly. I need to calm down. Can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting closer to the truth of the biolab. Keep telling yourself that. So if I want to shut him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. The inconsistency has to be the one area where the numbers just don't match up. Oh no, I hate this.
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? I'm not listening!
This should prove it. The inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is the lights.
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
They're blue and red.
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
Yeah.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in. And there were only 9.
Good, but there were supposed to be 10 because there's 10 people.
You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
Dude. I really have to stop saying that. But seriously, Hero, you should really count how many people has died. 9 lights doesn't make sense. The number of lights that should be on is 10.
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious? Why?
That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far, and it should
Should
become
become
clear.
clear. That's right. That's the key to solving this mystery. Sayaka died first. Haha, Junko was second. Leon was third. Chihiro was fourth. Mondo was fifth. Taka was sixth, and Hifumi was seventh. Celeste was eighth. Sayaka was ninth. Mukuro Ikusaba was 10th. And the victim number 10 was Mukuro.
So 10 people in all?
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
I got it!
Yeah.
The Mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
No.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It
Who
may
knows?
very well be that none of them disappeared.
Okay, please.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Oh.
How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
I understand now. The reason there are less bodies than murders. The explanation for more murders than victims. Why is that? What would it take for that to make sense? Ha ha ha. Now that makes sense.
The same person was killed twice.
Huh? Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far. But one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered and murdered again?
If that's the case,
Wow.
there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. Still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course. Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
Ah, now this makes so much
That's
sense.
why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will
Yep.
become obvious.
Nothing's gonna become obvious.
Yes, they will.
Because Kyoko's totally delusional.
That's one way to put it.
someone else that Mukuro was killed in? Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima? Leon Kuwata? Chihiro Fujisaki? Mando Owada? Kiyotaka Ishimaru? Hifumi Yamada? Celestia Lu?
Whatever.
Or maybe Sakura Ogami? No. There's no way anyone was murdered twice.
Mukuro died from the wounds she had all over her body. Wasn't there someone else who suffered the same sort of injury? Yeah.
Was it Junko Enoshima?
Die. What? Why?
Mando?
Oh, you piece of crap. That's why it was purple.
There's no way anyone was murdered twice. Who is this? Was it Junko Enoshima? No.
Die.
Junko. Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
Well, remember what happened to her?
Yeah.
She was
Gungunir'd.
impaled by a bunch of spears.
She was
all over her
Gungunir'd.
body.
She was
And
Gungunir'd.
Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
And the similarities match?
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
Yeah.
so let me see if I have this straight.
I remember the freckle thing she
Junko,
was talking
or
about.
someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears.
Yeah, remember how like one of those magazines they found in the school had like Junko's face on it and they were like she had no freckles in the picture whatsoever, while she had freckles in real life she was like it was just Photoshop. Maybe that was a lie.
Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again.
I know the Mastermind's twisted.
Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
It's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... Yeah, what does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9. Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And I think we can pretty much
And
guess who it
that's
is.
the true identity of the Mastermind?
Yeah.
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that.
No!
Mukuro! She's still alive!
Mukuro's the one who got killed twice. How is she still alive?
Junko's body! And made it look like she was the one who died!
Oh my gosh.
So Mukuro is still alive! She's gotta be! Total silence? Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
No, you're totally wrong. Mukuro alive? The one that's still alive is Mukuro? But can we really believe that? No, there's no way. There's no way Mukuro Ikusaba is still alive.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the Mastermind's true identity is... Mukuro!
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
Can we do this one? Oh shoot. We're about to be treated. Couldn't it have been her body we found in the garden? Is that really possible?
The body wasn't Mukuro.
Please tell me that's it. Oh thank God.
No, it's wrong. No, the body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records.
Yeah, because the school has that for some reason.
Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed
31,
97
20.
pounds.
I thought it was 22,
Vitals were
13.
31, 21, 32. Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
You guys are just like the best Sherlock Holmes and Watson.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
If Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
The other person! Someone's made it look like they died, but they're actually still alive. There's only one person it could be. Is it 2 o'clock? No, it's 1. This person, I'm kidding. I want to say Byakuya though. Not you. Certainly not you. You're too Naegi.
Here's my answer. Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation. But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes.
But what if that wasn't Junko who died?
If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade.
What if it wasn't Junko who got killed?
But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Now that you mention it, I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say, she was gone. I did check, absolutely, and I can say for sure.
She was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud.
No, Gary, help him out here.
Too bad.
This case hasn't been decided just
Ah,
yet.
thank God.
Oh? You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
She's marking. Huh?
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Oh, you smarty pants.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
By not killing herself and putting someone else. Killing someone else. How could Junko have survived? I checked her, she was dead, I'm sure of it. But still, if she were alive somehow, could Could it be that Junko's not the one that died? Yes. It wasn't Junko, but someone else entirely? Maybe she is some sort of trick. That spells like replace. Is it replace? Looks like it. Hey, I do a lot of crossword puzzles, so.
Now I understand. That's it! What if she switched places with someone else?
Bada bing, bada boom.
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Oh, were you not listening?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that?
I don't know.
Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
Or maybe they already did it from the beginning.
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that. So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
I need to figure out how to explain how they could have switched.
I got it! The two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
I gotta turn my phone off and do not disturb.
From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right?
Yeah, sure.
After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So you're saying the Junko we first met is actually Mukuro all along?
We'd already met her?
I had like a normal conversation with her.
Yeah.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference. That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Basically.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
She probably covered it up with a mascara or something.
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that.
Yeah, that.
If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
But if she really did use foundation...
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto.
What glaring hole?
But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Okay, I'm lost. What glaring hole?
This whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
No, I'm so confused. What glaring hole is she talking about?
If that's true, it was was quite an elaborate plan to be sure.
I'm gonna have to
Making it
rewatch
look
that.
like Mukuro was Junko.
Oh, he's
The
quiet.
reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
Until
So
Junko
Mukuro,
decided to betray her,
ultimate
probably.
despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Screenshotting that.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Sounds like a quote.
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity.
He looks pissed. No, he sounds pissed.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
Oh, he got you
To
there.
protect her identity? When did I do that?
So he still refuses to admit it, but he can try to deceive us all he wants. It doesn't matter. Because I've already figured it out. He tried to hide Junko's identity, and not just once, but twice. First time was during our latest investigation. What latest investigation? Probably gonna play Roblox Bloxburg after this. That?
I got it!
Okay, cool.
While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster.
It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. Oopsies! But what the heck just happened? Oopsie! Look, looks like it's broke, out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now? Now then, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right?
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke.
No, it wasn't just a fluke. The Mastermind definitely orchestrated the power outage. And that's not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity. The Mastermind tried to cover up on the piece. Oh, I've got to reveal that. I remember now. The moment is... I hate this.
What do you want? What do you want? Are you sure about this? What are you even talking about? That's impossible! This should prove it.
Friends texting me to play Bloxburg. I'll do it later.
The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo. noticed it just
Oh,
a little while
shoot.
ago, when we were all comparing the photos we got. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
Junko's face was covered up. The unusual circumstance common to all these pictures. See? Her face isn't showing. She either has her back turned or covered up. The unusual circumstances.
I got it! Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face. It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko. Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face.
Yep.
Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed
That she was Junko, not Mukuro.
that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Xanadu!
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she died. And the real Junko is still alive.
Yep.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Xanadu times 2!
Sanity.
With this, the identity and the crimes of the Mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it.
Mm,
There's no
don't.
more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run.
Yeah, well,
I'll
yeah.
prove everything right now.
Oh no, we get to do this? Okay, so they meet Junko is actually Mukuro. Okay. Okay, Mukuro DED. Mastermind takes the body. I don't get it. Then what? I don't get this. No, not that. I seriously don't get this. Okay, a mastermind freaking. I don't get this. Okay, and the mastermind takes a knife. Or is it over there? Does that make sense? No, that's after. Akirigiri finds him, the mastermind, Nairi, and then the mastermind runs. Make sure Naigi looks at their face or whatever. They go here and then put a mask on Junko's bodies. And then I'm basically talking to myself at this point, but who cares? They find the mastermind, or Mukuro did. The explosion happens. Okay, now we're missing this part. What is this?
The killer is
You.
We met the ultimate fashionista,
Hmm.
Junko Enoshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko. The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko Enoshima. Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue. Until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who proved to be one big thorn in her side. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school. So she put on a mask and then attacked him. After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room.
That was the purpose of that. Just to look at the mask.
Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place.
That's all the purpose of this, was to look at it was just to look at the mask. Ba-boom.
Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence.
How many times did you freaking kill Mukuro? 1. Stabbed by the Gunganir spears. 2. Stabbed and hit by the back of the head. 3. Bombed. I feel so bad.
She needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder. And the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma. The real Junko Enoshima. That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Apparently.
Over? Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Without the crap that happened. Magic.
We have been waiting so very long for persons
Yeah.
like you to appear.
She looked completely. What is
You
up with that
swear
British
your
accent?
fealty to us. We will reward you with half of the entire world. We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, and some of our home cooking.
What is up with this accent?
Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you.
Okay,
It's been
what?
so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
This is the Mastermind? She's the real Junko Imishima.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day, it was like I was stuck in purgatory, or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Face.
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my
It looks like a
beautiful
cat
face?
on the left
People have
hand
told me
side.
I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
Why do you sound so depressed?
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
No, I do remember seeing it. The magazine. I'm sure I've seen her somewhere too. It was definitely before I got to this school. Sure.
That's right. It was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover. And you were on it.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began.
I've seen her tons of magazine covers, but I feel like that doesn't quite match up to reality. Huh? Oh, are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Ahaha, well of course, those are totally photoshopped. What's up with that smile? Photoshopped? Yeah, you know, edited to hell and back with like computers and junk. Oh, so they aren't real.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
She sounds so
That
depressed.
explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Twins?
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship. The older
So
sister, tough and
depressing.
proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima! And together,
What?
we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
Whoa! She's a totally different person now.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself. But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumbass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over? Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
Okay. Some vulgar
If she was your twin,
language.
that means you killed your own sister?
And for reasons
She's twisted.
deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if.
Well, I suppose I'd better explain. For my plan to work, Someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family. Leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment.
I think she did the right thing.
So, I decided to play the role of director.
And what is up
and
with all
have
these
her join the
personality
rest of you in your
changes?
school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the three atrocities: atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive.
Wow.
It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society.
If she was my sister, I would have
Meanwhile,
sent her out of the
my
house
ultimate
already.
fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
I don't think, no.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
Oh, you
I've
piece
never
of
been a
trash.
stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know?
Ah,
Planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen. That'd be so boring. So, I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal. Just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
uh-huh. This wasn't supposed to. Why me?
So, you figured it out? Well, you
I mean, that was kind of strange.
There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope, I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all.
What kind of life did you have?
When I was born, I cried tears of total despair.
How do you even remember
So
that?
that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret. So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it? That's not true at all.
Okay.
We were twins. How could I not be sad?
Why is there
That's why
mushrooms
it
in your
gets me
head?
So excited.
Why do you sound depressed then?
Killing my precious sister with my own two hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super despair. It just feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I know, right?
And my sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts!
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So, I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No, I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Cause on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
Huh? Don't you mean have that noble blood?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
Reptogami Corporation or whatever it's called.
Figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow. You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away.
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer. So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating.
Damn straight! That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries. And then, we'll have our victory!
I can't wait.
All right, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
When the group pictures were taken, and those interviews, it must mean... I got it! It must have something to do with our entrance exams.
I think it stretches far more than that.
There! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all grippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
Thinking back to what Monokuma stole us, the memories that were stolen from us and what they must be related to.
I got it! You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners.
No, you don't. You don't sound like it.
So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
Theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
Escaping. The theme for the motive Monokuma gave us for the first murder. Monokuma gave us DVDs. On my DVD was the footage of my family. On Sayaka's was her and her friends. They had a dream they all shared. So for the first murder, the motive they were given was love triangles.
I got it! The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results.
Wow. So
It
straightforward.
was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it!
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay! Time for the next question! So, what was the theme for the second motive?
For second murder, the motive's theme was, that's when we got those weird envelopes from Monokuma. Oh, embarrassing secrets. Mine mentioned how he used to wet the bed. So the theme that time was the past. The meaning of life. Yeah, sure.
I got it! It was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was... embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah! And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Till you guys get tired of it.
Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
Theme for the third murder was... the reason Celeste turned to murder was money. She wanted to buy a European castle and live there with a bunch of handsome men. What a dream. So that time the motive for the murder was greed.
I got it!
What is this, the seven sins?
Wasn't it? Greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again! Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go. Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
The motive in the case of Sakura's whatever death, what was it that made Sakura decide to kill herself? It had to do with Monokuma exposing Sakura's secret. Betrayal or something. So the theme for the motive in the fourth case was...
I got it!
yeah.
In her case, it was betrayal.
Precisely. You see, once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards. Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationships, secrets, money, betrayal.
Betrayal.
These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world. In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line.
Such is hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours? Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
Huh? Really? Then hurry up and tell us.
Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there?
Okay, I've been so quiet. Sorry.
I wanna see too. See your faces sink into despair.
I'm falling asleep. Sorry about that.
Open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the school walls. This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
We're out too. Is that the purpose of the TVs? Oh my gosh, what? It's vandalism. What? Okay. What happened to Statue of Liberty, Sphinx, and whatever the crap that other one is?
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense!
What am I looking at?
The world ending.
From a movie or something. What you just saw. All of you should recognize it.
Yeah, it's literally Monokuma's face. We should recognize it. What about it? We should be recognized. This whole thing is insane.
That world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, because it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, because now it's time for the final class trial.
Oh no.
Come on, bitches! Remember or die! What the fuck happened outside?
Who knows?
You want us to remember or whatever, but
You took their memories.
crazy, confusing video you showed us? I don't understand a damn thing.
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
What happened?
Nobody can remember anything. This is the end for all of us. What other choice do we have?
If I can't remember, is it all over? I mean, how can she show me something so completely incomprehensible and then just say remember? It really is hopeless after all. No, wait, there's a chance that she hasn't forgotten.
Come on, bitches! What the fuck happened?
You want us to when it comes to that crate, I don't understand. What's the meaning? Is this another one of...
I mean, what am I supposed to...
Nobody can remember anything.
No, I hate you.
For all of us? What other choice? Come on, bitches! What the fuck happened?
You want us to when it comes to that crazy... I don't understand. What's the meaning? Is this another one of...
I mean, what am I supposed to...
Nobody can remember.
No, it's wrong. Actually, she might remember.
Yep.
Who might remember?
Your other personality.
Genocide Jack. The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality is forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her?
Yes.
No, absolutely not. That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity.
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on.
That was fast.
Da-da-da! It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer.
I'm pretty sure friendly and killer doesn't match up.
Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the Mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen!
Aye, aye, Roger, you got it, Captain.
Vandalism.
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but
Even Kirigiri sounds frantic.
of course it does.
Ah, I hate
You
you.
remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do.
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier? I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know. Oh my God, she's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
So you thought this whole time they remember?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember. With a kiss.
This isn't Sleeping Beauty or Snow White.
What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening.
Probably still happening.
But it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Well, that was fast and straightforward.
Why is that phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event. What is? Are you serious?
destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. And as a result, in basically no time flat, the world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! To die! This is the true tragedy!
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world was ended. That's the important thing.
How can the world just end? It's the world!
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic. Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway, so the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous, I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Togami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What? What did you say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait.
Mm,
You've been
well
into it
done.
like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Hey! So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
Which is the right answer?
Correct. Well done, peasant.
There is literally nowhere to
I didn't
choose
say anything
anything.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it. Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Togami name has perished.
Stop with these idiotic jokes.
No.
And
Rip
said
Togami.
with such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us, the avatar of divine punishment? You must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
They couldn't possibly be gone. The Togami family is destined to guide the world.
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago.
Hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
Huh? I don't make sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago. I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago. If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Mistaken?
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
3 years ago? Oh, they screwed.
2 years ago?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
Well, there goes the mind-boggling information.
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth. And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God. So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right? What are the memories I took from you?
2 years worth of school life
Now, answer us.
and growth,
Answer with all your heart
puberty.
and soul.
How are we supposed to answer?
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
That's fast. Still, we have to answer somehow. If we don't, everything ends right here. Yeah. The memories that were stolen from us. What Junko says is true if we first came here 2 years ago. The rest of us only remember getting here within the last few weeks or so. Sounds unreal. So the memory she took from us.
I got it! If we accept that what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
Seriously? This routine again?
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
Rip.
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life. That's not possible!
I want to think that too. I want to believe it, but that's nothing but our desire. I don't want to believe, I want it to be impossible. But if it's the truth, well then rip. Then we have to accept it. Oh, we're back to this again, are you kidding me?
Worth of memories.
Oh, wrong one.
I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class! This is all just surreal. Plus, if 2 years have passed, how freaking old am I?
20 something.
Everyone's so conflicted.
I don't want to believe it, but I know there's evidence that reveals the time the students were lost.
2 years? I could never lose.
We've been living here for hell no! I mean, I've never even. This is all just
Oh shoot, I passed it.
freaking old am
Everyone's so conflicted. 2 years? I could never lose.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school. Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
No, that's wrong.
I love that boom sound.
Hero, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why's my name written on it?
I found it in the locker room on the second floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
What's that? Is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that. This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt!
So your handwriting didn't
But
change
how
in
is
2
this?
years.
I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No! No way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak. But somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
And whose pocketbook is that?
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hero, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery's solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here! Shit, man! I've never been to a funeral! Hell yes!
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right? And on top of that, something
Yuri!
tragically
It
sad
looks
happened
disturbed.
1 year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
It's just taking
Right
too
before
long.
everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down. You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game. Oh, and there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind. I'm bored. Explaining stuff is boring.
True that.
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you.
Why is that?
To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest of yourselves. I'm sick of expositioning all this shit.
Figure out what?
I'm
Figure out
sweating
where
like
your
heck.
memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
When our memories come apart, she's talking about the moment where we must have to lose our memories. They can only think of one time. Just after I set foot in the main hall for the first time, and that was...
I got it! The moment I lost my memories. I can't think of any time other than that day.
Everything went swirly, swirly, swirly,
First
swirl.
came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall.
Seriously, wanna sleep?
When I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk. I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
Yeah.
You got it, honey. 2 years of memories? Poof, gone. Which means, of course,
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time.
It was probably for the 700th time.
Unaware of this fact, you took the time
Or
to
800.
introduce yourselves to each other.
But by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school. That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you
started killing each other.
And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated.
How fun!
What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this.
Sorry for the fan. Like if you could. Oh, okay. Anyways, if you guys can hear the fan, sorry about that. But like I'm sweating so bad because it's really hot in here in this room. So if you can hear the fan, then just ignore that noise.
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly.
No, that's creepy.
It's only natural that I would fall in love.
Tanaigi? Wow,
So,
no.
since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it. All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
The ultimate despair, all mankind.
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay?
Oh, this
To
is
when
great.
everyone first came to this school.
Please just get this over with.
School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness.
How fun.
Oh boy, it was just the worst. Everyone was enjoying themselves so much.
Why is
You
the
were
last
all
blushing?
having the time of your lives.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity.
Vandalism.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
The
The
tragedy. Wow, okay.
All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception.
Imagine this happening at your own high school.
The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
Alien?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
Wow.
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing.
Oh, Jesus.
Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon. Everyone is capable of it. And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't
Doesn't make
understand
sense.
why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Really?
Okay, so let's get back to the story.
Can we please just end this?
Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
No, there's only 6 of them, 7 of them left.
Super neat happened! Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once. So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter! That's right! It was transformed into a shelter! I said it twice!
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison.
Why does she like to
Do
rhyme
any
these
of you
things?
know who that might have been?
The headmaster, aka Kyoko's father. The one who turned Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolated us here. The Prime Minister. I would love that to be, but
I
no.
got it! Could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Well, they started killing each other, so there's no hope at all.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And then they started
We had
killing
that
each other.
same hope.
Oh my gosh,
That's why
stop.
we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake. It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe
Became your prison.
became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair. I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits.
So they caged
Under the
themselves in there.
headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game. Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
You let us live, so we could go around killing each other?
She
Is that
twisted.
what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give us hope. So I thought I should show them. which is why
Well, why don't you tell me?
No, why don't you tell us? The Mastermind did to show everyone the outside world. That was TV broadcast. No, okay. Seriously, hijack? Oh. Right, something about the airwaves.
Now I understand. You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place
She
at this
sounds so
school,
monotone.
which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Are you serious?
But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
Oh, damn.
Expelled them?
I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
Whoa!
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies.
I think that was the first time I heard Nagi swear.
We built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Oh my god, hurry up, woman.
Truth can be full of despair, too. Like right fucking now.
The truth, full of despair, that's...
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we've been murdering each other for nothing? And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
Is that why you acted so
No,
different
do not laugh
when Chihiro
Get it.
died?
We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already! So help us! I'll do anything!
Or was it
Just help
Chihiro? I
me!
can't remember.
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself.
That completely.
So I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Okay, Nagi.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying?
Sorry, I just had that song
What
stuck in
then?
my head.
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself? Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all goners for sure. Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you. For the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple! You
Apparently.
stole our memories, invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner! It's all your fault!
Oh,
You
damn.
certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter.
Yeah,
We have to draw
please.
things to a close soon.
Please.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did you? Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me and punish everyone on the side of hope.
Oh, well.
It's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry, I won't be voting, of course.
Even if
That
you
would
don't,
make
you
it
still got the upper hand in all this.
Cheating. That would be
It's
cheating.
okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Who knows?
Oh, let me just mention one
Oops.
more thing. When I win to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
Wouldn't you get, like, wouldn't you eventually get bored?
You mean we just...
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
Ah, you
If
shut
you're
up.
not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to the outside world.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
My nails
What
are
are you
really
saying?
long, I need to cut
So
them.
no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an inspiration bomb! Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all! So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment!
Oh my
What?
god.
You,
I keep touching
you
the
can't
mic.
just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
Rip pity rip.
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down!
Well, I think we all know who it will be.
You're up!
Knew it.
Me?
Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble.
I hate you!
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then
Makoto will
only
get
Makoto
executed.
will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
But that's... Sacrifice me, but that's...
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished? Don't you have faith in your friends?
No, that's not it.
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
Uh-oh.
Guys?
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right?
Oh no, she's pulling the daddy card.
That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
She's pulling the dead and the daddy card.
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair. We're not gonna lose to you.
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope.
And your stupid life.
The final vote. This is it, the ultimate confrontation. I have to show everyone, I have to make them remember. I have to convince them not to give up, to live in despair. That's not really living at all.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Greek Academy. By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
What am I supposed to do?
If I die, the purifiers will screep, in other words. As soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end. All of you will have to leave.
You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting. So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what...
Why is there light? There's no hope left in the world. When you sleep, it's on a bed of despair. The world... Shoot. The world in despair. You are in despair. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna be consumed by despair. Okay, I think I got it. You claim there's no hope left in the world, but if despair is contagious like you say, then so is hope. I'll use my own hope to plant seeds of hope inside everyone else. Ah, don't take it that way.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
Don't lose hope now.
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place. But to live means moving forward, right? So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we?
No, you don't.
I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There
I think
must
this
be
is the
something
smartest
waiting
thing
for me.
you've said in this whole entire game.
So that's why. That's why. No matter what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
That's really smartest thing
We
you've
won't
said
give up.
this
As
whole
long as
entire
there's hope, we'll never
game.
give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I decided to have.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay is thanks to the air.
Don't lose hope now.
I've been thinking about all this. And I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do? You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm. That sounds like something she'd say, right?
Sakura, huh?
I think that's definitely what she'd say. Which is why yeah! I've made up my mind!
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
That was
If I
close.
were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab. Say whatever you want. I've made my decision. If I die, the purifiers was, in other words, the communal life you've all...
I just want to get this over with.
Don't lose hope now.
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting. Actually, I may not look like it. I always hated school.
You really look like it. Well, aside from your other personality.
But no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end. By the way, the only reason is thanks to the... Say whatever you want if I die. In other words, the communal life you've all... I can keep on living! As long as I have my Master's law! All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside.
Don't lose hope now.
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you? Ridiculous. It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair. But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you.
What are you, Sundere?
I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the Mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive. So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
Deci-
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air.
This is the end of this game? Oh.
In other words, the communal life you I can keep on living! All of you will have to. You don't have to go into the world outside.
I already said I would claim the Mastermind's life, by whatever means necessary.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die?
Don't lose hope now.
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything, does that mean we can't understand? Could it be that... No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely.
No, don't say what I think you're gonna say.
You came here to bring down the ultimate despair. You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope. What do you think?
What the hell are you?
The ultimate as well hope has been added to both section of the handbook. Well, this is exciting.
So uncool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool, so unhip.
What does that mean?
Shut up! Lame.
I'm not any kind of elite anything. I hope isn't talent you develop, but still. I still. Oh, come on. How many times do we have to do this?
You suck. What do you want? So uncool. You dare to stand against us? Hope is a joke. Who are you? You're gross.
I'm gonna lose.
Suffer from despair.
I just love despair.
You suck. What do you want? So uncool.
You're unbearable.
Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Would you like to die?
You're gross. Suffer from despair. Everything is pointless.
Despair into tomorrow. Despair into your memory.
Hope keeps on going. I refuse to give up. I refuse to get bored. I refuse to throw it all away. I refuse to despair. Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
What's going on? What's happening?
Oh, that was alright. Wow. Alright, we didn't die.
It It looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Good. I'm ready to go.
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing. With our own hands.
The hell?
Indeed.
You've lost, Junko. Yes, you have. Lost? Me? No, no way.
Well, that's just...
It can't be.
Uh,
You still don't accept it? Even the ultimate despair herself is vulnerable to the onslaught of despair, it would seem.
What the heck?
But there's no use trying to fight it now.
Well, that's just... totally the best!
What? Huh?
So this is despair.
This is despair. We came to this school 2 years ago, created our incredibly detailed plan. I even killed my own sister for it.
And now
To come this far and fail at the very end
true despair.
is the most ultimate despair. What is wrong with you? What are you talking about?
And now
Don't you see? I was so hopelessly desperate. I was bored of the world the moment I was born. That's why I've been looking forward to this so desperately, this once-in-a-lifetime experience. It is my first and last colossal despair here at the moment of death. To have the chance to taste of the highest grade despair, the utter failure of my dreams.
true despair.
I am so hopelessly happy right now.
Huh?
Wait, is she enjoying this? Anyways, are you prepared to admit defeat? You think I care whether I won or lost? Either way, it doesn't change a thing.
Totally the best.
Outside is only despair, inside is only despair. No matter where you go, despair awaits you. But that's not true.
Not possible.
You're wrong. Huh?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Well, let me tell you this right now. We no longer feel despair. Fear despair.
Okay.
Because we've decided to enter the outside world with hope. Yeah, Makoto totally seduced us over to his side. Everyone,
Hey,
you said that despair is as contagious as any disease.
however,
But the same is true for hope. All you have to do is look at us to see how true that is. Kyoko.
No.
Ah, stop it. Stop! I hate those faces you're making. To see those awful looks causes me nothing but pain.
There's one last thing.
Fine, let me just say one last thing. If you guys want to get all hung up on the word hope, there's no skin off my nose. But just be warned. From this point on, one despair after another will stand in your way. No matter where you run, no matter where you hide, maybe you'll find some hope, but there is a very fine line dividing that hope from bare despair. Knowing that, you still plan to cling to your hope? Of course, because we...
It's fine.
Shut up. That was a rhetorical question. You interrupted my monologue. I'm almost done though, so whatever. Because it's almost punishment time, right?
it can't be.
Do you really intend to go through with this? That was the agreement, right? Hold on. It's not like I want you to die. You don't have to...
Stop it!
Okay, she wants to die. What?
How many times do I have to tell you?
The act of living brings me no hope at all. All I want now is to taste the despair of death you only get once in life, so...
Don't get in my way!
Okay.
So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful. Even a tenth of this despair, even 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth. Okay, let's do this. I've reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Oh, you twisted. She didn't even have to get dragged. The ultimate punishment. The burning of Versailles. How'd you survive this crap? Blast off! After school lesson. Oh damn. And that's how everything came to an end. The final class trial. Junko Inoshima, the ultimate despair. Life at Hope's Peak Academy. It was all over. Ah. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. The end. But even after saying it was all over, it's not like the building exploded or collapsed in on itself or anything. That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing changed. Well, with one exception. The air purifiers turned off, just like Junko said. They shut off immediately. That was the only difference. Ow! Ah, my knee hurts. Goodbye, Despair High School. Epilogue. We left the court room and made our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door, nobody made a sound. I felt almost absent-minded. This was our epilogue before the final ending. We were stuck in there in limbo and moving unsure. But, in the end...
Hey.
Of course you'll break the whatever silence you have. We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point we'll need to leave. To nobody's surprise, it was Kyoko who broke the silence.
Makoto.
Would you do the honors? Okay. As if awakened by Kyoko's word, I took out the object we'd gotten. Up until the moment of her death, it had belonged to Junko. And in the end, she dropped it before us.
So,
But is that really it? Is that really the key to this door? Well, who knows? It could be a bomb to like explode the whole entire school.
Indeed.
You don't have to read into what she said too much to find the answer.
If
on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
In other words,
I will force you out, she said that just before dropping that. It makes sense that it would be our way out of here.
But
you never know. But you never know. Maybe it's actually a switch that's gonna make the school self-destruct. He's got a point. I mean, Junko never said specifically that she'd let us leave here alive.
it's true.
You may be right about that. Maybe?
Yes.
But even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with it. Yeah, I guess that's true. There's nothing to worry about.
My beautiful scissors!
If something ever happened to Master, I'd take my scissors and jump him up so far. Okay. Uh-huh. Hey, where's the courtroom? Where's the mastermind? It's all over. We're just about to leave the school. What? Leave? We can go outside? Then that means Master and me and my Master can get married? No. And then he'll give me a little jewel of a baby?
That's enough.
Please stop. That would be greater horror than anything I've encountered so far.
Anyway,
Don't worry. I have no doubt that we'll be able to leave here without a problem.
But
It's what happens after we get out that I'm worried about. But you know, in the end, I think part of me still thinks.
for serious.
Maybe when we get out of there, we'll see that everything she said about the world was a lie. That on the other side of this door is a world as peaceful as we remember. A lie, peaceful as we remember. Well, no matter what it looks like, it's still our world. It's where we were meant to live. Yeah, I guess so. And how do I put this? Unlike the school, the world is really big, right? Since it's so big, I'm sure there must be some despair no matter what. There also has to be lots of hope, right?
in other words,
The act of searching for hope to try and find it, that by itself is the true meaning of hope. As long as you have that hope, you can keep moving forward no matter what trouble you may fall into.
am I wrong?
Is that what you mean, Makoto? Yeah, that's pretty much just the gist of it. I don't need any of you to spell that out for me. We weren't spelling it out for you. You know, Junko mentioned that there were still others out there who hadn't cast away hope just yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. To rebuild the world, we must first rebuild the Togami dynasty. No, we don't need that crap. I'll go with you. I'll follow you anywhere you want to go.
you got it.
Well, my first stop is gonna be the closest donut shop. I can figure out the rest from there.
Hey.
And what are you gonna do if there are no more donut shops or donuts?
Okay.
I'll just get some flour and make some myself. And if there's no flour, I'll just grow some wheat. I get it now. If there's no road, you just gotta build one. Creation, fairy-style meat to remake the world.
Could it be?
That's my hope.
How about that?
I've reached the next stage. The next chapter of Yasuhiro Hagakura's life story is about to begin. Thanks, Hina. You've totally opened my eyes. Hey, personal space, buddy. You're seriously creeping me out.
Makoto,
Come on, Makoto. Even if everyone in the outside world is gone, even if the world is steeped in despair, as long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving. If we can get out there and do something, have some sort of impact. But what can we do? There's so few of us and we're so small, so what can we do? No, we can probably do anything. Yeah, we can do anything.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura.
I wanna cry. I don't want this game to end. Why does everything have to end?
But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
And Kurigira's here is why.
You know how much I hate being annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know.
This guy is such a tsundere.
I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing. I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me. And the others, I guess.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still. It does feel kind of strange.
That's kind of cold, but yeah.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
It looks like hope really is spreading. As long as I never give up, I have to push even harder. I'm going to keep moving forward with hope in my heart. Since I have hope, I can show courage. Since I have hope, I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. The door began to open. With my hands. With our hands. Hope and despair mingled together, opening the door to the future. It's not even gonna show us the ending, is it? It's just gonna show opening the door and that's it. I like how it only shows the two of them in the light. Ah. It's done. Ah. Well, I guess that's the end of this series, guys. Thank you so much for watching and, well, for following up till the end of this series, I guess. I seriously didn't want it to end though, but can't do anything about it. That was such a long journey. I think this is the first time I've actually stuck till the end of the series. I'm gonna start watching the anime. That was fun. I like this song. I heard Nagito was the one singing it. Isn't Nagito and Nagi's voice actor the same people? Wait. This almost sounds like the I think it was the opening or the either like the ending of Pokemon XYZ. The voice almost sounds the same, like the person who's singing Pokemon XYZ's opening or either ending. But I don't know. That's a lot of Kimura. Makoto Hanafusa, Junpei, Tetsu, Hideki. I'm just gonna wait till the end of this because there's always something at the end that's mind-blowing or surprising. My favorite like ending or openings in like the whole Danganronpa series is probably the one with like Chiaki and the others. Although that one was kind of sad. The V3 Despair arc. My favorite one ending is like, my favorite opening is like the first Danganronpa. But my favorite ending is like the Despair arc for V3. In anime, not like the game. Although every time I always see like the animation and like and just hearing the song, it makes me wanna cry. And I hate Hinata, by the way. I mean, some people think he's cool and stuff, but he threw away everything just to become that one thing that wasn't even worth it. And when he cried when Chiaki died, I wanted to kick his butt. Oh, it's the shower thing. Yeah, Mondo got turned into butter. How does that happen? This almost feels like it's a TV show or something. When was that? Class trial? First class trial? That's when Sakura was fighting Monokuma. That's one of the pictures. And that's the classroom picture. Spike Jean Soft. Don't tell me he's alive. Oh god, that's creepy.
Interesting.
Is this bear actually an AI?
Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear.
I'm Monokuma.
I am Monokuma.
Is this bear a freaking AI?
And I am this school's headmaster.
Ho. The Easter egg present. Well, I guess that's the end of the Danganronpa, guys. Well, it's been fun. All these hours sitting here and just reading and stuff. But yeah, I guess it all has to come to an end. So thank you guys so much for watching and for following with this series. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in like the next series, or maybe I don't know what I'm planning to do next. But yeah, I'll see you guys in like the next series or the next videos or gameplays. And well, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this journey. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.